Well,
Uh,
speaking of underlooking, I suppose, or how you want to look at it, there we had a mystery. I was it last week when we had this mystery with SAP about
yes,
some of these.
they're just
So, but
tossing off
but
executives left and right.
uh, but you were sleuthing around and you found the answer. I guess it wasn't hard that we did a big press release, but you found at least part of the answer, right?
Right. So apparently, we've at least figured out where one of these executives are going. We saw that Nice Systems, which has been run for a long time, couple decades, by the same CEO. Apparently it's time to retire, and Nice has been looking for new CEO. So they are looking at Scott Russell, who just left SAP. Seems like a solid choice. Honestly, I think there's been a mixed bag with SAP executives going into other companies as CEOs, quite frankly. But I would say that SAP salespeople tend to understand solution selling. I give them that. Like that, it might not be the absolute right fit for everything, but SAP salespeople definitely understand solution selling, and I think for that reason, it'll be a good fit. We've seen that sales focused executives from SAP as compared to the product facing ones or kind of like the old head GMs have been successful in working at other companies. I think of Steve Lucas as an example. Very charismatic. He did a great job at Marketo. Now he's at Boomi. Each company he's been to, he made changes, and I see Scott Russell being same type of executive. So now we've figured out where their CRO went. Now to figure out where their CMO is going.
So I will defer to you on it. You follow the execs much better and much more closely than I do. I do not know Scott Russell. I do know what I'm always slightly hesitant um, of a CRO or a head of sales taking on a CEO role unless that company's really only issue was their sales motions, right? If that's
Mhm.
really where the focus is. And I'm not sure that's really the case with Nice. I feel like Nice has lots of opportunities and lots of challenges when it comes to their overall positioning, where they're playing. I think they're playing in too many spaces. I think that, all of those sort of challenges. And so this, I think and like I said, I don't know the man. So, this maybe it's a great stretch opportunity. He's going to rise to the occasion. But I think Nice needs more than just a rekindled sales effort. And so it'll be interesting to see if he's able to pull that off. That
Yeah,
said, I think Nice needs change, so that's good. The one piece that was interesting for me is it not effective until January 1st, and it's like maybe I'm just an impatient person, but it's like why are we waiting 4 months?
well, I figure that Nice wants to do a handoff, there, and figure this out. I actually agree. I don't in that I don't think Nice fundamentally needs to change its sales right now. They are running on all cylinders. They're growing quickly. They're profitable. They're everything that you want a company to be. Their problem is not that they are struggling to sell their product right now, or that they don't have a product that is good from a contact center and customer experience perspective. They have bigger strategy issues of good problems to have, like when you're growing 20+% a year, like what are we going to take on next? That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, and in that regard, I think maybe you're right, right? I think having someone come from a bigger company that clearly played in a bigger pond, that maybe is good. So, I wish them all the best. I've been a fan of Nice for a long time. I have found that their overall positioning in the market has been a little confusing and not as tight and not having that tight vision. And ironically, I feel like SAP has historically has done a pretty good job with a lot of those parts, just hasn't always executed on it. So, I guess we'll see how that one plays out. But at least one part of the mystery solved.